Okay, so I'm gonna attempt an exercise video. Not really exercise, it's really gonna be yoga. So bear with me, I'm not an expert. This is what I've learned at the Y. So I've been going to the Y since I was, I wanna say 20, maybe 19. So I've been going for a while. Obviously not this year so much because of the pandemic that's going on. So if I do post this, which I haven't debated yet, anybody who is an exercise expert or a yoga expert, please correct me if I'm wrong or if my back's not straight or anything like that. You don't want to hurt yourself, so I'm going to try my best here. So I don't have a routine planned. I'm just going to go with the flow, but I will show some yoga moves that you can do at home. And I'm so glad that I have space in my room. So I'm going to start at the front of my mat, and I'm going to take I'll do my right foot. So I'm gonna take my right foot and put it in the front. And then I'm gonna put my left leg back. So I don't know if you can see really well, but my left leg, I want it to be in the back, but I also want you want to be straight. However, you want your left leg to be a little bit pointed out. So like this way you have balance. So I'm gonna put my two arms forward like this, but you want your leg to be straight when this happens. And by the way, the cat's gonna be in my video. Hi Maverick, he's gonna probably interrupt or walk around my legs at some point. He doesn't like my yoga mat either. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep my right hand on my right foot, and I'm gonna turn my head to the left side, and I'm gonna put my left arm up. Face. Okay, and then I'm going to put my hand back down, and then I'm going to go into my downward dog. So I'm going to put my right foot back, and now I'm in my downward dog. And you can jog in place. You can get a good stretch doing this. Okay. And now while I'm like this, I can bring my left leg forward, and then you want to adjust the back leg, and then you can just come up. Okay, so now I'm doing the same thing, just opposite leg. So my left leg is forward, and then my right leg is back. So you want to make sure you're in proper alignment and that you're balanced properly. So now I'm going to put my arms up, and then I'm going to put my left arm down. You can put your right arm forward, and then you want to turn to the right. So now my right arm is up like this. Don't ask me what this is called. I honestly don't remember the names of things. This is why I said I'm not an expert. Okay, so I'm going to put my arms back down, put my leg back. And you can also walk your hands to your feet, or walk your feet to your hands. Now I'm in the forward bend. I have just my bra here. So you can just hang loose. This is actually really good for your neck. And then find your way up. Your arms come up. And I can put my thumb to my third eye, my heart in my chest. And then let your arms back. Okay, so now I'm going to come to front of my mat. I'm trying to think of what my next move's going to be. So I'm going to get my block out. Now, for anybody who doesn't have a block, I mean, I'm sure you might have something that can represent a block. If not, you don't necessarily need one, but it makes it easier. So I'm going to put it next to my right foot. I'm so bad with like right and left. I'm like right foot, left foot. I'm no wonder why my yoga instructor screws that up all the time. And everyone's like, wait a minute, you just did the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna put my right hand on the block. I'm gonna put my left hand down. I'm gonna start putting my legs back. So now my right foot is out. So what I'm gonna do is lift up my left leg and let it hold like this. So now you can hold it for a little bit. Now some people don't have this balance, And then I can put my leg back and then stand up. Now I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to take the block, and put it on next to my left foot and do the exact same thing. And I'm going to put my right leg back and I'm going to lift it up. Okay. Ooh, that almost hurt my glute. Okay. So I'm going to go back and do the other side. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is the proper way to do it, but yeah, no, I think you could do it, and you got to be able to put your arm back and be able to pick up your foot. So, again, I'm going to bend down. I'm going to put my right hand on the block. My left hand's going to be outside of my left foot. I'm going to put my left foot back. Okay? I'm going to lift my left foot up. I'm going to look forward. I'm going to take my hand off the block and be able to grab my foot. And then I can balance with just the one hand. Okay? Put the leg back down. I'll put it back forward and then come up. So now I'm going to do the other side. I'm actually surprised I could still do that. I haven't done yoga in a while. But it's not easy. If you don't want to you could put your leg out and that's fine. You don't have to do it that hard, like to go that far. So I'm going to put my block now next to my left foot. I'm going to put my left hand on the block. My right hand's going to be outside my right foot. Now I'm going to put my right foot back. Okay. Now I'm going to lift up. And I want to be able to balance and grab my foot. Now, I have poor balance on my left leg. So, okay, I'm going to let go. Whew, and come up. It's a head rush. Now, all this teaches balance. Just want to make sure this is recording. So, all this teaches balance and everything like that. And it's actually really helpful. And it also teaches you strength, believe it or not. I know a lot of people think that they have to do like hardcore exercises to lose weight, but it's so not true. Like I used to do aqua size with my grandma, which was very limited exercise. And I did yoga and I lost 10 pounds. But it's also about your diet too, which is important. And I also just changed little things in my diet. Okay. Now, there was one other thing I wanted to do with the block, but I can't remember what it was. That was one of them. I think I'm going to do some other exercises. So now I'm going to put my knees down. So we're going to come into our table. For anybody who's never done yoga before, table is when your two hands are in the front and then these two knees are in the back like this. You want to make sure your body's in proper alignment and straight. I feel like I'm straight right now. I might not be. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And sometimes it's good too to have, if someone's watching you, like if I'm in a class and I have my yoga instructor and she's yelling at me, then yeah, she'll be like, you're not in proper alignment. She's like, you've been in this class before. Oh, Maverick says hello. You can see his tail. Maverick. He's meowing. He wants to go outside. Oh, there he is. Now he's sniffing me. Hello. Oh, seriously. Hi. I kind of can't do yoga at the moment because he came to see me. I love you too. Anyway. Okay. So this is my table. So now I'm going to go into child's pose. So I'm going to bend my butt backwards and I'm going to move my arms forward and my head's going to go down. Now you don't want your head to completely touch the floor. So you want gravity to just let that come down. Then you can go back into your table. Now we're going to go into upward. So upward is when I push forward like this. So I put my stomach down, my waist down, and my arms come up. I really like this pose. Now I'm out of alignment because my hands moved earlier, so my upward wasn't proper. I think this feels a little bit better. Sometimes you have to adjust, but this helps your lower back. Okay, and then with these poses, you can go back into like downward. So I'm gonna take my feet, if you can see, I'm gonna put my edges of my toes on the ground, and then I'm gonna lift my butt up and go like Now also, you can lift your butt up doing that and go into plank. Now, I'm going to re-watch this video and make sure that my back's straight, because with plank, you don't want your back to dip. So what I mean by that is, like, you want your feet together, or you could be closer together. I'm going to push forward like this. Now this is plank, but you don't want your back to do this when you're in the mode plank. So you want to keep your back straight. Now you can hold this for a few seconds, but don't hold it too long. Okay, I'm out of it now. I'm gonna go back on to my table. Oh man, my heart rate's up now. I'm gonna go back into child's pose. Okay. All right. Now, there's another pose I'm gonna do. If I think it's called Cobra. I think I'm gonna do it correctly, but we'll see. Oh, the cat's back. So, I'm gonna put my forearms down. Hopefully you can see me in the video when I do this. I might back up a little bit just so you can see me. So I'm gonna put my legs and drop my body down. I think there's a way you can do push-ups this way, because I'm horrible at push-ups. I can't do them. I'm not gonna do that in this video. So my elbows are gonna be tucked into my chest, and my arms are gonna be forward like this. So now you can stay like this and keep your neck up, or you can just push off your hands and push out like this. Actually, you want to make sure your feet are like flat against the floor when you do this too. So this opens up your lower back. Now, if you can't do that, you can just stay like this, because you're still getting a stretch regardless. But this one, you're going to get more of a stretch, but if it's going to hurt your back, don't do it. So that's one of them. So I'm going to hold that for a little bit. But this is called Cobra. Okay. Now, one of the other ones is called this. Like, this helps loosen your back up. I'm going to do windshield wipers. At least this is what my yoga instructor calls it. She calls it windshield wipers. Her name's Gloria. She's like 90. Okay, so I'm going to put my legs into a certain position. So I'm going to start with my right leg, and I'm going to put it out like this, and I'm going to put it into frog. So if you could see me, my leg is out, but it's bent. So if you think of a frog, that's what this is called. So I have my leg out in frog. Now, one of the things you want to be able to do is, if you have your arm out, I feel like I'm doing this completely wrong. Actually, wait, forget that. I forgot how she did it. But now I have my body up. Basically, this is putting your body into boat. So, yeah, no, if you bend your leg, so I have my right leg bent. You want to take your left arm, so it's like opposite leg and arm. And you want to be able to grab it from behind. So, you can push up. You want to be able to, ow, that hurts my thigh a little bit. You want to be able to lift up the leg. So I'm lifting it up a little bit. Now this is also going to get your lower back. So I'm going to go back down. And I'm going to do the other leg. So I'm going to bend this one. I'm going to take my right arm. And I'm bending my left leg right. I'm grabbing my foot and I'm lifting it up. Now some people also, if they can't do this, you can use a strap. I don't have a strap here, unfortunately. So, now the next thing, this is to get you into this position. So I'm going to put my chest forward. I'm going to put my arms back. My head's going to lean forward. I'm going to put my legs up. I'm going to grab my feet. And I'm going to lift my upper body and my legs. And this is called boat. So it's almost like your back is like folding in. I used to be able to fold a little bit more, but I'm not as flexible now as when I was like 21. I'm 28 now. So this really opens up your back. Whew. Okay. So we're going to do that one more time. So I'm going to take, my arms are going to be back like this. I'm going to take both legs back, or lift them up rather, and I'm going to take my hands and grab both my feet, and I'm going to lift up my neck, and I'm going to lift up my legs. So you want to lift up the thighs. So if you're seeing this, this is called boat. least I'm pretty sure it's called Vote. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, okay. So we're gonna take a breather. I'm gonna do some windshield wipers. Oh, that was intense. Okay. It doesn't seem like it's intense, but so I'm gonna push myself up. Now I'm back into table again. Okay. So another one I'm gonna do, I don't know the name of this one, but I'm gonna sit straight up like this. My left leg is gonna stay bent like that. Move this strap out of the way. I'm gonna take my right leg, I'm gonna put it out like this. You want it on a slight angle. So if you could see it, I mean it's stretched to the side. So you want it straight. So you want to be able to stretch your left side. So I have my right hand, I'm gonna put it all the way down, and then I'm gonna take my left arm, put it up, and then I'm gonna stretch. And try to have my right hand go all the way down, at least to my foot. So you're getting a nice good stretch on your side right there. And then you can come back up. So I'm gonna put this leg back in, and I'm gonna do it from this side so you can see a different angle. So you're not gonna see my foot on that end. So I'm gonna like stretch it out. And then I'm gonna take my right arm, put it up, and I'm gonna fold. I call it a fold. Or turn to the side. So you're getting a good stretch on the side, but like my hand, you can get even more of a stretch the lower you go. And you wanna keep, actually, I'm doing something wrong right now, I just caught myself. Keep your neck straight, like don't turn your head and then come up. So you wanna face straight always. I made the mistake of doing that. You don't realize you're doing it too. At least sometimes I don't realize. Okay, so now I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna do some poses on my back. Now this is gonna be tricky because I don't know what angle to actually do this on. I think I'm gonna switch sides, so you're gonna see my back side. Because if I do it the other way, you're just gonna get a view of my ass, which I don't wanna do that. So I don't have a bolster pillow, but my back, it's over here. I have like a cherry Coke pillow that's close enough. But if you need something on your back, like you can put a block and you can put a ball if you have an exercise ball, or if you have a bolster pillow, which a bolster pillow would be shaped this way. It would be much firmer though, and it will be longer. But this is better than nothing, and my back kills me when I lay on my back. So hopefully you can see me, but I'm gonna lay on my back this way. So now to properly put a block or any type of pillow or anything behind your back, first I'm gonna lay on my back, okay? So I'm laying like this, and you want your feet properly aligned. So you want to be able to go into what they call bridge. So bridge is when you're gonna lift, you're gonna use like from your feet and you're gonna balance. You're gonna lift your like torso and your butt up. And you squeeze in your glutes when you do this. Now this is good for your glutes, but this is also like good for your core. So you can actually do this even without anything under your butt. But this is the proper way to put anything underneath your butt or your back. And you could do this a few times. So when I did physical therapy, they had me do 3 sets of 10 when I did these. And you want to go slow. So you want like your whole back when you come down to touch the ground. So I forget which way is inhale, exhale. I don't remember. They always change it. So usually when I go up, I'm going to breathe in. So I'm going to breathe in and then come back down. Now, if you can see this, you can see that my whole back folds. Okay. So I'm going to do it again. So, and we're going to do one more. Okay. So if you are feeling that, you're going to feel a little bit in your thighs, like right here, at least that's where I felt it, and you're going to feel it in your like glutes. So I'm going to take the pillow. So then when you do this, I'm going to lift up my butt, and I'm going to slide this underneath my lower back. Now there's different places you can put these because you can go into different poses. So right now, this is one of the things that we do in yoga. This is what I mostly learned in either regular like gentle yoga or restorative yoga. Now the class I took was not exactly restorative, but it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna lift my legs up. So now my legs are up like this. You wanna keep them straight. I swear to God, if my mom walks in on this, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, my dad walked in my last video, it was ruined. Anyway, he'd be like, I need your help, I'm deciding on a Fitbit. I'm like, I don't, pick it out if you want it, whatever. Anyway, moving on. So I'm gonna have my arms out and I'm gonna leave this leg. So I'm gonna take my right leg, I'm gonna pull it in towards me, and the left leg's gonna go down. And you can stretch it like this. Your arms are straight. Now when this is happening, you wanna make sure your leg is properly straight. And you don't wanna like have your foot pointed. You wanna make sure your foot is like flat, like in, if that makes any sense. So this gives a good stretch. So like this can go, like let gravity pull this down. This will go as low as possible, like low as it can. And then I'm gonna bring that leg back in. You can like shake it out. Okay. Then I'm gonna do the opposite. So I'm gonna grab my left leg and I'm gonna pull the right leg down. Now my left leg is actually more crooked than my right, so it's harder for me to keep this leg straight. So I have like chondromalacia patella in both knees. That's a term for like wear and tear in the knees, so I'm probably gonna have arthritis when I'm older. Which is funny because my orthopedic's like, are you a runner? And I'm like, not really. I mean, I do run, but not on a regular basis, but I do have an active job, so I'm always on my feet. So that could be part of it. But I also have like, my legs are technically like crooked, if anything. Like, I think most women have improper alignment with their hips. So this leg I think is technically shorter than the other. I also have a swollen IT band. So some exercises I might do actually help out your glutes and strengthen your legs. So, I mean, it will be good for anybody, but I should be doing them at home, so I'm starting to do that. So that leg I did a little bit longer, but that was a good stretch. Now I'm gonna keep my legs up. Now, when we start the restorative yoga, usually I'd be against the wall with this, and you can do certain yoga poses with that, but right now I'm not against the wall exactly. So there's this one yoga pose. I'm gonna take my right leg, I'm gonna bend it, and I'm gonna put it in front of my left leg. So now I'm gonna take my arms and like loop through and hold this leg. Now you wanna make sure that this leg is straight like this and that this foot is flat. Don't do this, do this, because that messes up your knee. Okay, so now you're gonna feel this in your glute. So if my glutes ever are hurting me or you're sore, I like to take my left leg. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna slowly start to bend it. So the more you bend this, it's gonna push on this leg, and you can also pull it closer to you. So as you pull this closer to you, you're gonna start to feel your glute open up. And then actually, to me, like I'm feeling it right now, and you don't need to, once you start feeling it, you don't need to go any further. But also you can just remain like this if you're already feeling it. So I bend it. You also can do this standing up, and you can do this against the wall too. And it's actually really good to open up your glutes. I personally really like this because my glutes sometimes tend to hurt a lot, so it feels like a good stretch. Okay, so I'm gonna let that one go. Shake them out. I swear, if this video stops, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, I don't know how long it's gonna film for. Anyway, okay, so my legs are gonna go back up, and now I'm gonna take the left leg and put it over the right leg. I'm gonna loop my hands through. Now remember, keep your foot straight. I'm gonna start bending my right leg. And I'm gonna pull it closer to me, and now it's gonna open up my glute. And I can really feel like this glute actually needs to really open up. My left leg is much weaker than my right. My right leg is always favored because I'm a righty. That's another thing, if you've never done yoga before, you always wanna do it barefoot on your mat, or you can always get special like yoga socks if your feet are cold or you really don't wanna be barefoot on your mat. but you're gonna have better grip on the mat, because I've seen some people do it in socks and they always slip, or they wear sneakers. And my yoga instructor was always like screaming at all these old people. Were like, she's like, "What are you doing?" So she's like, "You're gonna fall, so you need proper balance." And you can find them anywhere. I'm sure Amazon has everything if you need like the socks or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna shake that out. Ooh, I cracked something, which means I opened something out. Okay. Now while I'm up here, another thing we're gonna do is I could do both feet, or we can do one at a time. Either way, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna turn my feet and do this. You're just gonna move them around. So this helps open up your feet. You might hear them crack. Also, when you have your legs up like this, it helps with circulation and blood flow. So like once you start standing again, like your feet might turn red a little bit, because like you're moving around. And then I'm gonna turn them the other way. So clockwise and counterclockwise. It doesn't matter which way you decide to go with. And eventually your feet are gonna get a little sore doing that. You're gonna shake them out. Okay. Now, something I'm gonna do, not everybody can do this. I don't even know if I do it properly. I'm gonna do what they call plow. So, in order to do this, you have to lift your feet up over your head. So, it does help to have a bolster or a block underneath you, so you can help lift yourself up. So now some people can do it where they have their arms out flat and you have your feet up like this and you just push off. Now this is upper body strength right here. Now if you really feel like you're gonna fall, you can always hold, like this is how I am. You can always hold your lower, like your lower back. Like if I hold this up, this helps me feel more secure. Now when you do this, keep your head straight, like look at the ceiling. Do not turn your head, because you could really hurt your neck doing this. So you want to be careful and try not to like freak out or lose your balance, because then you might roll over on your neck. Like right now, I remember like trying to get into this and it like freaked me out. But like this like feels so good on my back. Okay. Go slow. Oh, okay. Now, I'm gonna do it one more time. Bear with me. Now some people, if you can't do this, you can always just keep your legs up in the air. And you can maybe like hold yourself up halfway. So some people when they do this, like you can probably, this is like when I was beginning, you can do this. And you can just hold your feet a little and you're like slightly lifted up. And it helps have a block or a bolster pillow or anything like underneath your butt. But if you want to do it the other way, you either can hold from the ground and lift up like this, or I can hold my lower back. Either way is fine. I don't know if either one makes a difference. I'm actually surprised I can do this right now. And then you want to come down slowly. Don't like roll and hurt yourself. Okay, I really like that position. I feel like it teaches you some good upper body strength. Now, I'm gonna come up. One more thing, I'm gonna show a couple more things. This video is gonna be insanely long. I'm gonna do a good balance pose. It's gonna be like a squat. Now, I might do this poorly, but. Okay, so I'm gonna sit on my feet, and I want to have my toes, so if anybody's ever been into a squat, you want to get into your squat position. Now, if you have poor balance, which I'm okay on balance, but it depends on what I'm doing. Like, right now I'm a little wobbly. So, this is like a squat that I'm doing. Now, my legs are moving because I can't hold it completely. You can't put a block under your butt. So what you want to do is, this will hold your balance a little bit more, is you're going to take your arms and spread it in the middle, and then put your hands together. This is like good for like balance, and the more you do this, the better you'll get at it. It's not easy. I'm actually surprised when I did this for the first time. Like all these old ladies were like looking at me like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Well, I'm trying." I'm like, "Doesn't mean it's not painful." Okay. So I'm gonna do some other poses too. I'm kind of just winging it right now. So another one I'm gonna do is when I had, I was in my, actually I don't know if I did that before, I might have already done it. I basically had my arms up, in my downward dog, and then I take my right leg and I come in like this. So it's kind of like going into pigeon is what they call this. So I'm gonna do that like 3 times. Whew, that's not easy. And then do it with the left leg. 1, 2, 3. Now, when I do this with pigeon, you can actually sit. This opens up your glutes. So I'm gonna take my right leg and I'm gonna come in with it. Right? Now I'm gonna sit like this. So now as I'm in this position, I'm gonna slide my left leg down. So I'm sliding it back, and I'm gonna put my arms forward like this. Now, if your butt has to be squared, now this block, actually I might have to use the pillows over there, god damn it. Okay, so usually you might need a block under here. So if I go all the way down, my butt isn't touching the floor. So right now I'm not properly squared, but that's pigeon. So I don't have, my block is a little bit too thick. So it's not working for under my butt, but that's pigeon for you. And that one, you just want to make sure you don't hurt yourself, but that really stretches out your like glute and your like leg over here. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to do. I did the squat. Okay, so I'm gonna do some of the poses I did when I went to physical therapy. Now these ones work for your glutes, so if you want to work out your glutes, these are good. I mean, a lot of people do squats. I'm not going to do any squats because I don't know how to properly do one because I can't keep my back straight. My squats are really bad, so I'm not going to do that. So I have bands like this. I forget even what you call these, like just exercise bands or whatever. But I have, like, they come in like 3 different ones. It may depend on the company. This is light, but you can get like, I have a medium and a heavy, so you can work your way up. So I'm gonna do, I'm trying to think, which way should I think I'm gonna lay this way? Okay, so I'm gonna lay on my back, and I'm gonna put this around my legs. So I'm gonna put this here. So they had me wear this when I did bridge, but I'm not gonna do bridge right now. So actually I'm gonna pull them up, I'm gonna do clamshells. So I'm gonna lay on my side. So I'm on my left side, yeah. So I'm gonna lay down like this. I mean, I could put my hand under here. So clamshells, you're gonna have this tied. This was already tied. So now I'm gonna have my legs bent a little bit, and I'm gonna open my legs. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of 10. Now you're gonna start feeling this, and it doesn't seem like you will, but you will. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm already feeling it. Now I'm going to do 2 more sets of 10. Okay. I'm going to do one more. I think after this set, I'm going to do some ab workouts, and then I'm going to call it a day. So I'm going to do one more set. Okay. Whew. Now we're going to switch sides. Now in this case, you're going to see my ass on this side, but I mean, I kind of can't avoid that regardless of which way I go. So I'm going to aim this way. I'm going to do the same thing, but on the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna do 10 more. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now that's the clamshells. That's actually one of the ones I really like. So now I'm also gonna do some ab workouts. Now some people do, actually I'm trying to think, ab workouts, should I go, I'm trying to think of which way. Okay, maybe I'll do like one set this way, one set the other way and see how it looks. I don't know. I think in this case, it's gonna look weird. So you want your legs bent. My ab workouts kind of suck. So I do a couple of different, I do like the side abs, like kind of like sit-ups. But I also do like one where it's like a bike. And then I do another one where you lift up your legs. So I'm gonna start with the one with your legs, but actually, you know what? I think it's best if I do it this way. You'll see my legs because they'll be flat. Okay. So I'm gonna lay flat like this. I'm gonna bend my left leg. I'm gonna keep my right leg straight. My arms will be flat. So I'm gonna bring my one leg up, hold it, bring it back down. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of 10. Bring it up, bring it back down. Bring it up, hold it, bring it back down. So you kind of want to use this as a leverage and have the knee touch knee. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to touch it, but you want it to like, you don't want to go higher than your knee. You're gonna feel this like right in here in your lower abdomen.
Yeah, but do you remember that last year?
Oh God, I hear my dad. Don't come in here.
That was last year.
Okay, I don't know how many I did. I think I did 5. Okay. You know, for now I'm just gonna do 10 because like I'm not gonna do so many to the video. Okay, so I did 10. Whew, shake it out. I felt that. I don't know about you, but I did. I'm assuming I'm gonna post this, but I haven't decided yet. I feel like I look like an idiot right now, but whatever. So I'm gonna put my left leg down, my right leg's bent. So I'm gonna bring it up, hold, bring it back down. Leg up, hold, bring it back down. My leg up, hold, bring it back down. So I think I just did 3. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Whew, I already feel that. No, so now that one is supposed to prepare you for this. So you can put your hands under your butt, like right here. Keep your legs straight. Now I feel like there's a couple ways you can do this. I feel like the lower your feet are to the ground, the harder it is, but you have to do it slowly. So you have to be able to lift up your legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's how it works. There's that one. I think there's another one where you're up a little high, like your legs are up higher. But yeah, you want to bring them down slowly too as you come. Like you don't want to rush it. So I'm gonna do it one more time. 1, 2, and your feet don't touch the floor. You just about touch. 3, was that 3? I don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more. 4, 5. Okay, whoa, that was a lot. Okay. Anyway, now the next ones are gonna be these other ab workouts. So you could either put your heads behind your neck, like this. You can have them up or back. You could probably turn them, like flap your wings. So I'm gonna leave my feet bent like this. So now I'm gonna lift up my head and my neck. Now keep your neck straight and try to lift up your whole upper body. You don't want to lift up just your neck. So I always have to try to refrain from that because I tend to strain my neck when I do this, so hopefully I'm doing it correctly. So I usually like to do at least 30 of these. You don't need to do a lot when you do ab workouts. You only need to do a few. Make sure you do your cardio before you do your ab workouts too, because this way you like work up your circulation. So I'm gonna start. 2, 3. Okay, now I have no idea if I'm straining my neck right now, so that's why I'm gonna watch this video. Oh man, that burns. Oh, okay. Now when I do this, I'm gonna also go to the side. So, I'm gonna try to go. Okay, need a break. Okay. So yeah, try to think I'm lifting my upper body as opposed to my neck. That's the one problem I make mistakes. So if you think about your torso and like your back more so, then you're kind of like lift more from the right spots. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, whew, I'm over the ab workouts already. Okay, so one other one is to keep your arms flat like this, and actually I think keep your legs flat. And I forget, I think, yeah, it's supposed to be like a bicycle, they called it, or like a scissor, I don't remember. Bicycle, whatever. Either way, I don't remember the name. I just looked it up on YouTube. So you lift your body up. So I just did 10. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like a bicycle. So you lift your body up, the legs up. So we're gonna do one more, then I'm totally done with this video. I'm tired, I need food. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Okay. So that's my video. It's probably like 50 minutes. 43? Jesus Christ, my workout's long. Okay, I'm done now.